Been a minute. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Managing your emotions so you can make more money. So, I want to talk about that. That's the conversation that we'll have on this morning because I believe that emotions are a huge part of the stuck place many women in business find themselves in. Women who sometimes battle with self esteem or confidence as it relates to moving forward in their business. Managing their emotions is huge. Managing your emotions is a huge part of it. Before I get started, quick introduction. I am Tanya Wilson Cherry. I am a master life and business coach, and I'm sorry, I help women who are often the best kept secret step into their personal power, scale their businesses, and create lifestyles that they love. And I do it from a 3 point perspective. So that is abundance mindset. So I hope uncover some limiting beliefs and subconscious thoughts around money, possibility, and what's possible for you by tapping into that portion of your mindset that is abundant. Also, personal growth. And so I fully believe that according to the measure that you grow personally, that is the measure that your business will grow. It's possible to reach, high heights in your business, but those internal things that we often battle with or struggle with or are even unaware of are a huge factor in our business growing. So I teach business from the inside out. I believe that you are your business, you are your brand, and a lot of what's transpiring is because of where you are personally. And the third perspective is business building. So I help women to scale, uncover their greatness and their gifts, and monetize their expertise so that they can make a lot of money. I believe that um, money in the hands of a good-hearted, purposeful woman has a huge impact on the greatness that we see in the world. And so that's who I am. That's how I serve. That's how I use my gifts. I'd love for you to put in the comments, what type of business do you own? What How do people get to experience your gifts in the world? Put that in the comments for me. Say hello in the comments. Put hashtag renew. If this isn't your first time at the rodeo, put hashtag renew in the comments. And renew is not only the name of my consulting business, but it is something that we do all the time. I truly believe that our lives are transformed by the renewing of our minds. So we do a lot of mindset stuff over here that connects us to higher realms in our money. And on today, I want to talk about managing your emotions so you can make more money. Managing your emotions so you can make more money. I owned a brick and mortar service based business for about 10 years prior to coaching and consulting full time. Hey, Edie, darling, how are you this morning? And I can remember, I mean, we were doing absolutely amazing. The business was having a lot of success and, getting rave reviews from clients. One of the things that we did was we sold gift certificates online, which is nothing new in today's times. But this was in 2003 when websites and the ability to purchase things from businesses like I own wasn't as popular. And we had a client from maybe about 7 states outside of the state that I lived in to purchase a gift certificate for someone who lived in the area. And I see that I spelled my name wrong. I'll go back and correct that. But anyway, she purchased a gift certificate and then tried to get the money back for the gift certificates. The clients were already scheduled for, the services and all the things. She said she never got the gift certificates. Huge mess. She called the credit card company because at that time the service had not been performed, but she was saying that they never received the gift certificate. So, of course, as a business owner, I stood by my staff and what they had done. We had checks and balances. We had spoken to the clients and she left a bad review. Now, this was the first bad review we had ever had in business. This was probably maybe my fifth year in business. And our website had remained number one on the search engine for about 3 to 4 years. And we had, rave reviews. And then she leaves this review. And guys, it took everything inside of me to just get it together. I was so focused on this one incident with this one client that I almost overlooked all of the great things we had done as a business prior to that. And I wanted to talk to you all because I recently had a client who shared an incident with me, somewhat similar, where she was working with a customer and the customer was unhappy about the service that she received. Well, that's what she was stating, and it almost made her stop doing what it is that she does. It almost made her stop operating fully in her greatness, right? And so it's so important that we get to a space where we can actually manage our emotions. Every time you have a disappointment in your business, if you choose to run, you will continue to have up and down situations and circumstances in your business. It causes you to lose momentum and to lose confidence. And so after, doing some self work, I was able to overcome, what was happening with that client. It was so much going on. I was 5 years into that brick and mortar business at the time. May not be seem like a new business to you all. And I had been in entrepreneurship for about 20 some years, but this was my baby, right? And so having a client who was saying all these things that weren't true, and then trying to figure out in the online space how to represent what really happened as a company without, turning other people off. It was a lot going on. And my client, the incident that she had had was actually with a client that she did a service for that was a lot less than what she normally charges. Listen, guys, there's a psychology behind your pricing and this money thing, right? And a lot of you are connecting your emotions to even the pricing process for your products and your services. But this client actually stopped. She stopped doing what she was doing for 6 to 8 months, guys. That's a long time. That's a long time to allow a circumstance or a situation to overtake you. And what I see with many of you is that you allow the last disappointment that you had to cause you to run. And so it's so important that you're managing your emotions in order to make more money. It's a huge part of business building. I know oftentimes, when we're in our emotions or we may have some things going on personally, it kind of shows up on our timeline too. Any of you ever notice that? It's like the central focus of what we talk about. Even if we don't talk about it directly, it becomes this subliminal message. And oftentimes it's when we don't have the tools or we haven't taken the time to manage our emotions to actually process it. So many of you may see hit or miss in your business endeavors because of you not managing your emotions. It is truly connected to how you earn money. I One of the things I teach my clients is what's called quantum leaping or calibrating to new income levels. Many of my clients 3x their income. They begin making consistent 5-figure months. We have many clients who do really, really well. But one of the things I notice is when you don't understand how to actually calibrate to that next level of income, which is a huge part of that is managing your emotions, it's easy to go back down, right? So you have this amazing month, you have this amazing 5-figure month, and then emotionally you haven't calibrated to that space of that big win. So managing your emotions is huge, right? For making more money. Another reason that you may have these up and down times in your business is because you haven't decided that you have a business. I know this may sound crazy, but I mean, there are people who have been in business for a really long time who really haven't settled in. that what they are running is a business. This often equates to them undercharging, um, going outside of their policies and procedures. Now, I know that we offer favors and we extend ourselves in our business. We under promise and over deliver. I get that. But many people forget that this is a business that they're running. And this is where the emotions come into play. Most of the women that I serve that come to me for support and help in their business and in their life are givers. If you're a giver, put me in the comments. If you are a giver, put me in the comments. And many of my clients want to help people. It's huge for them to be able to help people. And the thing about this is, if you understood that the support that what you're offering in your business, you standing in your power, right? You charging the true value of your service is helping people, right? It also gives you the opportunity to be able to help people on a greater level. So many times I'll see entrepreneurs say, I just want to help people. It's as if they have not solidified that they're actually running a business. And so what happens is, they attract people who just want help, but not necessarily want to make the fair exchange for the value of the help that they are receiving. This is something that I really had to get centered on, right? Because I talk about money, I talk about earning great money quite often. There would be people on my timeline who would come in my comments and, make comments from a different frequency, right? As it relates to money, as statements like, money isn't everything. We all know that, right? We all understand that money isn't everything, but I understand that oftentimes that language, that vibration, that frequency is coming from a place that that person has normally settled. That person has normally settled on, this is probably the best that is going to get for me. They have limiting beliefs around people who, earn a lot of money and what they're doing with the money, and even limiting beliefs on what's possible for them themselves. And one of the things I had to solidify was understanding who I am as I continue to earn more and more money, right? And not feeling as if I had to people please, because this is something that I see that's attached to, why some entrepreneurs aren't making more money. Because, when they make the statements like, oh, I just want to help people, they're still wanting to be affirmed by other people. And I had to solidify the fact that I understand that I give money all the time. I reach out to random people. I do things that I may not mention on social media, right? Me earning great money allows me the opportunity to do that. And so I had to solidify that it was okay. And God actually desired for me to make a lot of money so that I could be a blessing to others. And many of the people that are saying, I just want to help people, don't understand that many of the ways that they'll be able to help and support people will be through their economic resources, right? It's huge, right? The poor can't help the poor, right? We may give them a word of wisdom, but in their time of need, oftentimes there is a financial component to that. And this is one of the reasons why I speak about women earning a lot of money. I just believe that, a large sums of money in the hands of amazing women changes the entire world. We're nurturers, we're givers, we're supporters. And so I had to solidify, I had to get my emotions in check when I would see those comments and things on my post, or the subliminals on my timeline that, truly related to something that I just stated about money. I had to solidify in my heart that I know what I do with my money. And also that I get the right? It is my birthright to be wealthy. It is your birthright to be wealthy. So many of you are attaching so much of your emotions to the process of you owning a business that is keeping you from hitting those even higher income realms. Is this registering to any of you? Is this hitting home for any of you? I believe that our business has a soul, right? And as the soul of our business prospers, which is highly connected to who you are, we prosper as well. All the things that we desire, deserve, and want in our lives and in our businesses they're attracted to us from the space of our soul level, like what's going on with our mind, our will, and our emotions. So remember, your business has a soul, right? And it's attached to the health and the wellness of your soul, which is where your mind, your will, and your emotions are housed. They're in your soul. It's the reason I teach abundance mindset. So women who are often the best kept secret can step into their true personal power, right? We focus on, prospering the soul and tying that into your vision and the things that you desire. And you being able to manage your emotions is a huge part of you making money, right? So here are a few things that happen when we don't have those emotions in check as it relates to our business building process. Number one, you don't qualify people that work with you. There's no qualification process. There are times where you're just like, I service anyone, right? I teach anyone about relationships. I sell anyone houses. I custom design for anyone. I coach anyone, right? And when you have that mindset, most oftentimes you don't qualify. You don't have a process to qualify the people who are actually an ideal fit for what it is that you have to offer. I believe that we all have these unique, powerful assignments that God has given us, right? And I believe they are for a particular individual. And I also believe that there is a realm, a level, and a dimension for every type of customer out there, every type of client that is in the world space. And you understanding who you are designed to serve, right? Who is ideal for what it is that you offer. It's a game changer in you making money. But when you attach your emotions to this, I service anybody is normally coming from a space of scarcity and lack. Is there's a fear that if I get too clear, if I double down on my message, if I really decide who it is that my services are ideal for, that means I'm leaving a lot of money on the table. But what also often happens is the incident, like what happened with my client, who is an amazing designer, who designed a dress for someone at a really, really low cost. And this person had so many complaints and all the things. And then my client has spent tons of hours customizing this couture piece, all for this client to have all these complaints and things of this nature, who was not even paying a fraction of the value of the service. And that's because there are different, remember, I said there is a type of client, there's a realm, there's a level for every type of customer there is. And until you can identify, who your perfect people are, who your services are designed for, you will say, I service everyone. There will be this fear, this emotional, this is an emotion, right? Surrounded around you getting clear and really clarifying, who your perfect people are, who you are as a brand, one, your message, and who you're speaking to, because of the fear of leaving money on the table. So those are some emotions that are tied to you making more money in your business. And your message can change as you evolve, as you grow. Your message can change, but if you really tap into the core of who you are designed to serve, your message doesn't necessarily do this whole turnaround. It just evolves. I can look back on, I launched my consulting business in 2012. At that time, I still owned a brick and mortar service based business. It was more of a side thing that I did. I wasn't centered, I was definitely considered it important for the clients that I serve, but it wasn't my focus, right? And so what you focus on grows. And the name of my consulting business is Renew Full Circle. It's Renew Full Circle now. It has evolved into how I help women. We get our whole life over here, right? We are oftentimes renewing our mind to transform our lives. And so, although it's been a decade now, so I've been full time coaching and consulting for a little over 4 years. But although it's been over a decade now, my core assignment hasn't changed. It has evolved. So when you can get really clear, you'll start attracting your perfect people. For those of you who you know that pricing is an issue for you, you know that you're not charging the value of your service, but your concern is where are those people who will pay me premium prices for my services? When you get clear, when you get solid on some of the things that I mentioned before, you'll begin attracting those people. There are people paying 4 and 5 figures for service. They're paying for transformation. They're paying for value, right? And see, this is also a part of your money mindset. These are all things that I deep dive on and I teach my clients. But I wanted to bring a level of awareness to you this morning because I know that you managing your emotions is a huge part of you making money. It's a huge part of your making money process. Your beliefs that you have around earning money, what you deserve, what you desire, what's possible. A lot of your emotions are attached to that. If you're in a space emotionally where you're still trying to prove yourself to people, right? You'll talk about all of your degrees and your certificates. You'll go get more degrees, more certificates, because you feel that the value of what you offer is in those titles and in those certificates. You feel that you need to know just one more thing before you can launch, before you can begin charging premium prices. And oftentimes it's because you're looking to be affirmed for the wrong things. When people are searching for someone for support or help, they aren't Googling, I'm looking for someone with 10 degrees or certificates. Many life coaches struggle with this as well. I am a certified life coach, but I was life coaching prior to the certification, and no one was asking me, are you a certified life coach? I had valuable tools, transformational income that was changing people's lives, right? So, what is it that you offer that is a transferable skill or a space of transformation for your clients and customers? Your value is within that, right? And you're still getting more degrees. And, sometimes it becomes this thing when you're hiding that you do. I'll go get another certificate. Go get another degree. Now, I believe in cultivating your skills and honing in on your skills. I believe in those things. But when you are chasing those things or when you are leading with those things, oftentimes it's because you're still in the space of trying to prove and be affirmed based on some of the wrong things. And I get it, right? I understand. There was a time where that's what I led with, right? And now I lead with my message and my transformation. The results that I get my clients, I understand my value and how people's lives change tremendously through the work that I do. And so managing your emotions is huge, guys. It's really huge. It's a huge factor in you making more money. Another thing that I see, because this is also when we talk about the, getting more degrees and certificates, there's also this space where, I'm working on my website and, I'm building out a funnel and I'm doing all of these different things. And at some point, you have to get to the money, right? At some point, you have to get to showing up. You have to get to the space where you are perfecting the process of showing up, right? Asking for the sale. I hope you guys are hearing me, because there are many people who are doing many things that I consider vanity metrics, that they're looking at vanity metrics. I have tons and tons and tons of followers. I have tons and tons of people in my network. They're looking at all of those things, but they're refusing to look at the money. Like, what are your financial results? In a recent conversation with a client who was sharing with me all the things that she's doing, all the things, right? And I wanted to know, how many clients have you helped? How many clients are you helping? Because we can continue to build these large networks and connections and collaborations, and we can get more degrees, and we can do, we can take all these trainings and all those things. but you're in business. It's a business. This goes back to what I shared earlier, how these our emotions are just so tied into, what we're doing in the business and the results in our business. For those of you who are looking to make more money, right? You're wanting to get out of that 75K to 100K range and make multiple six figures, and you just, there's this seemingly stuck place for you. An important thing for you to do is actually step into the realness of what's transpiring in your business. How many clients are you serving? How much money are you actually making? How much are you actually profiting? That way you have a space to begin evolving, right? To calibrate to a space that is real, a space that is real. That way you can move out of the vanity metrics and looking for more likes and hearts and followers and all those things. They have their place in the land of social media. But guys, I've had broadcasts where I've had 17 people, if that, on a broadcast, and made a four-figure sale, made $3,000 just from that moment. And so, so many times we've gotten our emotions attached to some of the wrong things, and they are huge benefactors to you making more money. If this speaks to you, if this registers for you, and you like more support, I wonder if I can go back in and change this, because that is, let's see. One second, I'm messing stuff up over here. Okay, I know what I can do though. I can put something else on the screen. Okay, there's one. There we go. So I spelled my own name wrong. It's Tanya. It's Tanya Wilson Cherry. So, and also, for those of you who are looking for more support in your business and your life, you want to step more into your personal power space of possibility, make more money, and create a lifestyle that you love, right? Not one that you're overwhelmed by. So many people are running businesses that are running their life instead of funding their life. And so one of the ways I support clients is from the space of it gets to be easy, right? Simplifying their business and their life so that they can profit more, get their time back, right? And really create a lifestyle that they love. So I'm trying to find a banner. Do you guys have any questions? Let me know how this spoke to you. Let me see if I can edit this really quick so you guys will have a space. So this is where you can connect with me. You'll find my 3D Success Academy for women in business. You'll find my brand experience, which is an offer that I'm doing right now. So if you've been looking for ways to find new levels of clarity in your business, this is an amazing opportunity. It's a 5-day experience to actually do that. Those of you who choose the VIP option actually get a chance to come to a private virtual Q&A session to get your questions answered personally about your business live. It is the Prep My Brand Challenge, the level up experience. If you know that you need to show up differently on social media, you're looking for more exposure online, you need some clarity in your business, you want to tap into that money mindset portion and make more money, I invite you to join us for that. It is renewfulcircle.com/PMB. I'll put that on the screen as well. You guys got any questions? See if I can make a new banner real quick. Well, I can use the same one, right? And just change it. And that's not Wanya, it's Tanya. It's crazy. I spelled my own name wrong. So you can go to renewfulcircle.com/PMB, renewfulcircle.com/PMB to join us for that 5-day experience. For those of you who choose general option, everyone will be invited to a private group where we'll answer questions over the 5 days. But for those of you who choose VIP, you get a live Q&A coaching session with me uh, right after the Prep My Brand experience ends. For those of you who've been following me, you've been wanting to know what it's like to work with me, this is an amazing opportunity to do that. I do have premium pricing. Hey, Lucy, how are you, dear? And so 4 and 5 figure pricing to work with me. And so this opportunity is an amazing way for you to kind of tap in and experience what it's like to work with me before, investing. For those of you who've been kind of sitting on the fence, this is an amazing way to do that. So that's Renew Full Circle. Those of you who are on Instagram, I believe I made it a clickable link in my bio. So you can check out the details there. I'm excited about this opportunity. I think 2017 was the first time that I did this particular challenge. So this is the 5th round of this challenge. And I spoke with a young lady recently who said she had gotten a lot of certificates and coaching certifications, and she had no idea, what to do with those things, right? And so this is a great opportunity for you all to, one, have an opportunity to make some money, right? But also to experience what it's like to connect with me and experience my work before deep diving into the larger containers that I offer at my masterminds and my coaching programs. That's my take on today. Listen, manage your emotions and make more money. Manage your emotions. I'm going to put that here so that are there any questions? I'm just going to put manage your questions and I'm going to pin this because I think it will stay after the video ends. Is it going to let me pin it? Hey, what's going on? Okay, here we go. Pin comment. Okay, that's our take. RenewFullCircle.com. RenewFullCircle.com is where you can reach me. You can find out ways that I can support you. There's an opportunity to hop on a call. My 3D Success Academy, my mastermind, the Prep My Brand Challenge, they are all accessible there. Maybe I'll put that in the comments here for you guys. If you come back on, let me know. What type of business do you own? How do you serve in the marketplace? How do people experience your gifts? You guys have a good one. Peace.